From the KBIA newsroom in Columbia, I'm Charlie Dahlgren. Some Missourians could soon be allowed to register their vehicles for 5 years at a time. The House voted unanimously Monday on legislation that would create the option for people with vehicles less than 6 years old. It would cost $45. The legislation also repeals the law that restricts which vehicles can be registered for 2 years. Currently, odd model year cars can't be registered for that long in an even numbered year, and vice versa. Representative Steve Butts of St. Louis says he's in favor because he recently went through the process.
And I'm like, it was a brand new car, and why could I only get a 1-year tag? So that was the reason.
The legislation now goes to the Senate. If it passes, the change would start next year. Today is the first day of filing for candidates running in Missouri's primary election cycle. Candidates for state auditor, state legislature, and key county-based posts can start filing at 8 this morning. That includes GOP and Democratic contenders for St. Louis, St. Charles, and Jefferson County Executive. But one unknown for congressional candidates is which map will be used for the August primary. Secretary of State Denny Hoskins says a more GOP-leaning map is in effect, while backers of a referendum say district lines created in 2022 should be active. Those who file by 5 p.m. have their names put in a random drawing, which determines their placement on the primary ballot for their contest. After today, candidates are placed on the ballot in the order of their filing until it closes at 5 o'clock on March 31st. Missouri Republicans are bracing for a challenging election cycle. Jason Rosenbaum reports from St. Louis on why the GOP plans to pass key ballot items in a tough national environment.
Most polls are showing Democrats with a clear advantage going into the 2026 election cycle, and that could complicate Missouri GOP-backed ballot items aimed at banning abortion, curtailing the initiative petition process, and preserving a congressional redistricting map. GOP State Auditor Scott Fitzpatrick says the fact that President Donald Trump is not on the ballot to drive up Republican turnout could make things challenging for his party.
They'll vote for you if you're on the same ballot as Donald Trump, but they may not come out and vote. And so I think that's probably a bigger factor, the fact that he's not on the ballot.
While Missouri Republicans aren't in danger of losing their General Assembly majorities, they do expect stiff Democratic challenges for some House and Senate seats. In Springfield, I'm Jason Rosenbaum.
Stakeholders in Missouri's hemp industry are concerned about new legislation from the state that could outlaw intoxicating hemp products. Grandpa's Family Farms in Osage County has been growing hemp for 6 years. Scott Mertz, the farm's shop manager, says they will have to shut down because the uncertainty this legislation causes.
Well, as of right now, we do not have a plan to grow for this coming year because everything is up in the air. So we don't want to spend all this money on seeds and, organic soil if we don't know if in November if we're going to be able to sell it or not.
Mertz says he's all for clear regulation of hemp, but believes this legislation puts the industry into a prohibition. I'm Charlie Dahlgren, KBIA News, Columbia.